Right. In this video, we'll look at how to program a questionnaire with quotas using Metaforms. So two aspects here. One is generating the quota sheet itself, and secondly, generating the XML code while taking into account the way we program the quota sheet. Quickly running through the questionnaire that we have. So on the right, you can see there's a bunch of quota instructions given. So both single dimensional quotas, and then there are some nested quotas as well. And primarily, these revolve around country, gender, and age buckets, right? Uh, so if you look at the initial instruction, the country variable is supposed to come in as through sample source. So there's no question programmed for it, but just to sort of keep this short, in this video, we'll actually program that as a normal question as well. So there is country, and then there is the gender question, and then there is an age question, which is a normal number type question, and then we also have a hidden question where we'll bucketize that into these categories. Right. So as a first step, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and generate the XML code for the first three questions. So here, since we don't want to use sample source here, I'll explicitly ask it to, program a normal question for country, followed by the other sections as per the questionnaire. So this would be the first step because in order to generate the quota sheet, you still need to generate the conditions for the markers. So for that reason, I'll have it first generate the XML code. So within a few seconds, you will see the code for these first few questions being generated. Uh, as a second step, I'll show you how to generate the quota sheet itself. So here you can see, like I instructed it to do, it generated the country question and then the gender, age question, and the hidden questions below it as well. So I'll stop it right here and remove the rest of the code because that's not relevant to me right now. So now that I have the code, what I'll do is I'll go to the quota sheet tab that I have on the top right, and I'll click on add empty sheet. So this is a normal sheet, completely editable. So even if I wanted to do it myself, I can do that. But in this case, what I'll do is I'll use the same shortcut, which is Control K, to ask AI to generate the quota sheet for me. And here, what I'll do is I'll also be a little explicit in saying that the limits for this quota are supposed to be infinite because these are simply meant for tracking and not hard quotas. So I'll say program quotas with limit as enough. So again, the same process, just like AI generated the XML code, now it's going to generate the quota sheet as well. So on the bottom, you can see that it's generating multiple sheets. Uh, so initially it defined the defines tab where there are different markers and then conditions for each marker. It also generated, labels for these markers that would show up on the report. And then I have the remaining sheets for each variable. So this is the single variable one, and we have the nested ones below that as well. So that was the second step. And now, if I want to actually use these quotas in the XML, what I can do is I can instruct AI to generate the quota tags. So I'll give it an instruction to specifically generate quota tags based on the sheets uh, that we just generated. So we'll see what it's able to do here. Yeah. So what it did is it generated the quota tags and then it resumed from that point onward. So from question two, it started doing question three. So this might not be the right place that I want to place these, so I can move it around, but I do have the code with the right sheet name and all that. So the same sheet name that it initially programmed, it's able to use that. So that's a quick look at how to program quotas using Metaforms. Thank you.